G'day and welcome to part 8 of the Australian slang, Australian lingo and Australian terminologies. I know I did it in different orders, but no one particularly cares. This is more of an educational thing. We left off with from part 7 with the word shoot through, as in to say to leave. Now we are going to go through to going to the next word, shout. It's not to go yeah or wah hey. That's not that, or it's not shouting. Over here in Australia, shout or to shout something is to buy. This is like this was like full of cola. I'll show you a bottle of Pepsi, mate. I'll show you a bottle. It means I will buy you. And mostly done in the local pub, or watering hole. Watering hole, most like the one coming up, either in this one or another one afterwards. Let's see, Siki. It's the same as to take a Siki. To chuck a sickie is to take a day off. Slab. We're not talking about something of concrete. A slab is a carton of 24 or more cans of beer. You can take away. There's I'm just looking at the list here, and there are some of the words that I don't want to be saying. It just doesn't sound. I haven't heard them, but I know. But I'm just saying this I'm just saying what I know and I trust to be true. We're going down from, when we're skipping one, we're going down to smoko. Smoko is a break. A break in working. It's great to take it. When I used to when I was an offsider, I loved my smoko. I was only a young worker. I loved my breaks. Sook, a person or animal who is soft, tame, inoffensive. In other words, when you get them upset, they get all sooky. These two are culinary inventions. The snag is short for sausage. Give me some German snags, mate. In other words, German sausage, as in the beautiful Wurst, and spag bowl. It's spaghetti bolognese. Delicious. there's a good word, sprung. It means it is a universal thing, you know. I got sprung, or I sprung someone. It means caught doing something wrong. From doing something wrong to doing something to being. It's called a spunk. Spunk is used for both genders, referring to someone looking good. Let me see. Christy Hemme, formerly from the World Wrestling Entertainment, now working for TNA. She is a spunk. Not that she's a good-looking person. There's a station. It's not referring to like a train station or a police station. A station in Australia. It refers to a very big farm or grazing property. If some of you guys have watched some Australian TV, the show called McLeod's Daughters, Drover's Run and Killarney, they are stations. They're big, predominantly found in South Australia. There's a. You never want this to happen, and I know quite a lot of people. I know I'm a knocker when it comes to America and doing this, but yet if you're in America, if you're in Canada, if you're anywhere in the world, and this is the thing is getting translated, you don't need a sticky beak. It's a nosy person, you know. They go, well, yeah. Ooh. Or, yeah. Hee Ooh. That's what a sticky beak does, or that would, you know. There's another way I have to bring up in a later one. There's a good term. We don't say it's most of the time in the classical 1960s Australia terminologies, we mainly said stone the flippin' crows, or stone the crows. It means heaven forbid. Stone the crows that this team that someone goes to, like this person from this team goes to another team. A stubby, it's not talking about your little toes, it's talking about a beer bottle. Stubby holder is a covering where you put your beer in. Keep your hand warm, keep your beer cold. Perfect. Instead of having your warm hand warm your beer, and have your cold beer cool on your hand. Brilliant. There's a thing called sunnies. People wear this. I'll show you this way of saying sunglasses. Get some sunnies on you before you go outside. There's surfies. People would rather go surfing than work. That's a given. There's swag. It's 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 like it's a small bag where items are in, and predominantly hobos would be carrying it around Australia. Yeah. And there's a swag man, tramp or hobo. But great to sing about. There was once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong. As I mentioned in an earlier one, a billabong is a bend in a river or a water hole. So a hobo was camped by a water hole. Simple as that. Now we're in T-zone. We'll go into this with we'll start off with this one. I have missed quite a few. If you want to learn more about Australian slangs and terminology and lingo, I'd suggest that you look it up and see more, but you'll see confirmation of what I said. T, we'll start off with tall poppy. Or tall poppies, it means successful people, which will lead to tall poppy syndrome. Jealousy of successful people. Tee up is to set an appointment. There's a thingo, which is another way of saying whatchamacallit, thingamajig, or what's it? It's something good. It's along those lines. Thongs. When Australians say thongs, when a bloke says I love wearing a pair of thongs on my feet, or when girls say check out my thongs, we're not talking about a G-string, the big triangle shape of material at the front of the underwear garment, and like a small triangle at the back with this lacy thing going in between where the lacy thing goes up your backside, and the thin lacy thing, like shoelacy thing, goes around your waist. It is a backless sandals, or flip-flops if you want to say in America. It doesn't sound right. For me it's an Australian flip-flop. You flip here and you flop there. It means you're weak. Well, to me, flip-flop means you're weak. But thongs, I love wearing them. There's the throne, or on the throne, that means the toilet or on the toilet. Thunderbox means the same. There's see here. There's and I'm rattling them off fast. Let's see quickly here. Etymology, tickets. So to have tickets on oneself means you have up your. Let's just say one to up yourself, or to be up yourself. There's the thing called a tinny. It actually represents two things. One, it's a can of beer, and the second one is a small aluminium boat. Togs, it means a swimsuit. To right, it means definitely. What I'm just saying is what common Australian slang and lingo and terminologies that I've heard over the years. Not the ones I've just read in this list that I've looked up. Let me see, at the top end, that's referring to the north of Australia. A truckie is a truck driver. I've ridden alongside many a truckie as an offsider. It's a great thing to be with. True blue in Australia. To be a true blue Australian is to say you're a proud American. You're proud to be of that, to be an Australian. You're a patriot of Australia, or patriotic. I'm true blue, and I'm patriotic. There's tucker, which I've heard. It means food. Tucker bag, a food bag. There's terps. Terps, there's two meanings behind that. It's the shortened version of turpentine, and another meaning for terps, alcoholic drink, which leads to hit the terps, to go on a drinking binge. Drink. Alright, I'm sober enough to walk to another pub, to another pub, or to a bottle shop. I better get to the bottle shop, buy a whole heap of beer, buy a whole heap of whiskey, scotch, bourbon, tequila, vodka, take it home, and hit the terps when I get home. Drink. The final thing for T is two up. It's a gambling game. A two up is it's what it is. There's two coins. Preferably pennies from World War II era or World War I era pennies, where you put them on a ruler shaped device, flick the pennies up in the air, let them spin. If they land two heads up, two tails up, or a head and a tail up, you bet on which will happen, and that's how the game goes. Well, that's the end of number 8, and this will be leading towards number 9. Hopefully number 9 will be the last one. And yeah, see you, mate.